Now then, people, good morning and welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. I hope you are all doing well. Please slap a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course hit that notification bell. Big up to you all yesterday who watched the Counterpoint with Connor. Great response, great show. Thank you all. Big up to everyone who watched the Final Word live, and please make sure you watch it if you haven't already. Great chatting there with JT, Lockie, and Joe B. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. But today we're here to talk briefly and touch on the summer transfer window. Because, of course, although our fate is not yet sealed, those in the background at Leeds United will be doing their due diligence, will be doing their work. Now, I do want to touch on money and cash flow and these perceived problems that Leeds United have. People see, reports 190 million or 70 million this season and start to really get themselves in a bit of a tiz-was. Well, Kieran Maguire's been speaking to Sport Witness, Football Insider, all these stuff. Now, you might not rate them journalist pieces, but Kieran Maguire knows his onions when it comes to finances. He is the guy. If you listen to Price of Football podcast, etc., you know all this stuff. He did an appearance on Ought to Know Better as well just a few weeks back when our accounts were announced, and basically he has come out and said, look, the 49ers will back Leeds financially in the summer so that they can spend regardless of what division they're in. And of course, yet to be officially announced, we know Will Ferrell's coming on board. There still seems to be some miscommunication of whether he's a minor investor or a major investor. All I know is the guy's got cash, yeah? And Kieran Maguire basically exclusively said that if Leeds United do stay down, the American owners know that they must invest at Elland Road, at Leeds United, and fear a backlash if they don't, because, we need to get back to the Premier League as soon as possible if indeed we don't go up through the playoffs, and at the minute I'm not really confident. Look, we do owe 190 million. Of course, it's a serious issue. Andrea Radrizzani on his credit card and stuff. But look, the 49ers know with player sales, with the loanees, etc., they will be able to drum up enough surplus cash plus investment to see us get through what could be, or normally would be, perceived as a difficult summer. But with the financial might of the 49ers, we are going to be fine. I do want to just touch on the loan situation at Leeds United as well, because it's been thrown up in the air. Diego Llorente, apparently his proposed summer switch to Roma might be in doubt. But no disrespect to these reports, we've been hearing this shit for fucking every season, every month, every day, every minute, an hour about Llorente. Ooh, he might not go. Ooh, I don't know what it is in Italy, but I mean, some of the reports are pish, man. I know. Listen, we have to look through stuff ourselves, and we don't always have the best reports and stuff. But I mean, they're still reporting that Leeds United are after Batshuayi for feck's sake. I didn't realise this guy was still a footballer. Bryce Isaiah Samuel, these sort of links. But basically, Llorente's future at Roma has been in doubt ever since he went through the door. 1 minute is amazing, next minute is not. Look, Leeds United will eventually offload this guy for a nominal fee. It'll end up being a couple of million. Roma have played as like a fiddle, you know what I mean? But fair play to them. One player that definitely won't be staying is Rasmus Christensen. Struggled for minutes, struggled for any consistent form under either Daniel De Rossi or Jose Mourinho. The situation is with Rasmus Christensen, he is shite. He is a rubbish footballer. He is a Sunday League footballer. I don't know how he's got a Danish call-up. Could he do a job in the Championship? Arguably, yes. Do I think any of them will return? Nope. Categorically, nope. Just because Farke won't want them. We've seen what he's been like with the camp this summer. I don't think he's going to say, welcome back, Rasmus. And I would argue I would rather have Byram, Roberts and Gray in a month for Sundays than that charlatan, because he's not a footballer. So I'm not surprised that he's having problems. Brendan Aronson as well has performed well of late, but his club has had a serious slide. Union Berlin are now, or could potentially get relegated, although his form has turned round. Isn't that a madness that, Champions League against all odds, playing a certain type of way, now they've sacked managers and they bought Brendan Aronson, try to take them to that next level, about to get relegated. My man could have 2 relegations on his CV, but I think what it's shown for me, I don't think Aronson can do it in not yet. Not yet. The die is not yet cast, you know. The die is not yet cast with Brendan. He's very, very young. But at the minute, he's not ready for the top 5 leagues, I would argue. And I seen a report the other week by Miguel Delaney, who said the Championship is arguably taking over 5th spot. You could argue it is one of Europe's top 5 leagues now. I don't know who drops out, but it ain't a joke. So if you can't do it there, I don't know what's going to happen with Brendan. Maybe he needs to go back to the States, go back to Austria, find that form that got everyone so excited. We shall see. Now, title of the video, as it says, Leeds are close, are looking into bringing £15 million Premier League star to Elland Road, and that star is Gus Hamer. Okay, Leeds United coveted Gus Hamer in the summer. We're even close to getting him over the line. Gus Hamer wanted to come to Leeds United. This isn't anything new. Phil Hay reported this in the summer that Gus Hamer was basically ready to come through the door, much like Max Aarons. We got stifled a lot in the summer by Premier League clubs, and look, it doesn't matter how big Leeds United are. If you are a Premier League club, it's like the bright lights of London, and you get dragged down, you know, and you end up living on the streets because you haven't been able to get a living. This is what's happened with Gus Hamer. He got like, you know, the bright lights of the Premier League, not realising he was going to Sheffield, you know, to Pittsmore, you know, these sort of places, to the Crucible, the landmark of the Crucible, the Winter Gardens, you know. This isn't the bright lights of London, you know. So he's gone there. And look, what I will say, and, you know, some will say, Gus Hamer, he's been relegated. Don't want him. Why would I want him? Been relegated. But we had these conversations with the likes of Conor Gallagher, etc., etc. Please, just because a player has been relegated, it does not make them a bad player. Okay, because he's actually had a very, very good season. He's actually had a hand in 12 goals in 38 games for a team that have conceded the most ever. I think they've conceded over 100 goals, but he's had a hand in 12 goals in 38 games, which isn't a bad return. Scored some himself as well. And Sheffield United are open to selling. I know their finances have never been great. They were never really given a fair shot at the Premier League. Was Heckingbottom or Wilder? Although I do feel Wilder sort of snaked Hecky a little bit. But anyway, that's for another day. But Heckingbottom was never given the tools. You know, they lost Ndiaye, they lost Sander Berger. Like, take the best players out of their side and even sold Berger to a Premier League relegation rival. It was a bit of a madness. But Sheffield United need cash. You know, this is why I'm not too concerned about the league next year if indeed we do stay down. Like, I think we'll be strong, but and we can be even stronger if we can convince Gus Hamer to come to us. He's not going to stay at Sheffield United. They need to sell. They want to recoup the money they've got for him, 15 million. Leeds United will have that cash. We, you know, splurged on Pirro. We will have that cash available, and Gus Hamer would want the move as well, provided another Premier League club doesn't come a sniffing. You might even see that an Ipswich might say, "We'll take you. We'll take you away," going up. Southampton, maybe not, but like if a West Brom or Norwich, they could potentially. But if no one in the Premier League comes a knocking for Gus Hamer, then it looks like we could make that move happen. You know, and Phil Hay said in the summer, Gus Hamer was ready to come, but the Premier League came, and of course the bright lights of the Premier League drawn him there. Now, Gus Hamer typically plays as a central midfielder, but he's so versatile. Yeah, he can play in a number of positions. His heat map shows you that on SofaScore. If you check that out, have a minute, do it. He's played everywhere, basically. Can contribute both offensively and defensively. He is an important presence in any midfield. He's a player that we are missing for sure. Can distribute the ball well, break up attacks. He's great at getting forward, as we know. Can, you know, provide assists, score goals. You know, Hamer's skill set is well suited for that central midfield role in any guise that you want him to perform in. So he would be a fantastic, great pickup for Leeds United if indeed we can make that happen. And I believe 15 million, if I'm being honest, regardless of these perceived financial problems, is pocket change for Leeds United at the top end of the Championship. I'd even take him if we got promoted, by the way. You know, I'd take him off their hands as well. So Gus Hamer, exciting, being linked. Alan Nixon coming out and saying Sheffield United want rid. Leeds United have the cash. Leeds United were interested in the summer. He was interested in the move. Reignite them talks. Let's make him the first summer signing. Let me know your thoughts in the comment. smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell, and I'll see you in a bit. Peace out. Leeds.